awful breezy this morning, but we're in Indiana after filling that tag yesterday in Illinois. I drove up here. The season doesn't open till tomorrow, so we're hopefully just doing a little recon. The wind's supposed to be 10 to 15 at daylight. Doesn't feel quite that bad right now, but it is breezy. Sometimes coming into Scout, tells you where you don't want to be just as much as it tells you where you want to be. Well, I'm just going to pick a couple of these ridge tops and walk them out and check for scratching. And I thought I heard a turkey, like a long ways off that way. But that's over about where those owls are now, and I hadn't heard it again, so I'm thinking I must have heard something else, anything besides turkey. Like I said, sometimes this scouting can be just as much where you don't need to be as where you need to be. Because if it wasn't for this day's scouting, this is where I would have been standing tomorrow on opening day. So I came to a different track, and I've been on this joker for about 3 or 4 hours now, I guess. Just walking, trying to find some fresh turkey signs, something that we might hear turkey gobble in the morning, since we didn't this morning. Or not, I don't know. I think we heard a turkey gobble, but that is not confirmed. So anyways, I came over here to another track. This track happens to have a lot of hiking trails and stuff on it, and they are full of folks. I don't know how many turkey hunters there are. I know there's a few, but there's a lot of hikers with this social distancing stuff. But anyways, I've been walking around here trying to get off that beaten hiking trail, and all day I've just found this isolated little patches of scratching like this. See, there has been a turkey here and here. There's been a turkey right here, and there's been a turkey right here. Most likely the same turkey. Not a ton anywhere. Like, I can't find a ridge side, because I've got down in the creek bottoms and tried to see if they were in the bottoms. I mean, this is not extremely fresh. It's just like scattered out through everywhere. So, haven't found anything that just really tickles my fancy as of right now, but I'm trying to put together a game plan for tomorrow morning. I mean, they're big ridges and they're wide open, still dead. So moving on a turkey and this stuff's gonna be very challenging. You're gonna really have to get him in the right spot. We came in this evening. And since I didn't find anything on all the walking I did today, I just came back to the area that I was in this morning, where I thought I heard a turkey gobble. So I came over to this side. I'm up on top of that big ridge, and he just gobbled right down there one time. I thought I heard some more stuff walk down, and I think I just heard wings down here. I gotta pay attention. That was his wings I heard. He just gobbled again right down there. Very nice. We have a starting point for in the morning. We're gonna have to get here extremely early, because these leaves are so loud you would not believe it. walk in off the back side of this really steep ridge. Go all the way around the toe. We're gonna get on the side with him. I don't think we're gonna get up here on top. There's no scratching up here. And this morning when I thought I heard him, he was down on the side. Well, we're stretched out on the sleeping pad here in this little flipping car that I'm trying to make the best out of. Man, I miss my truck. Lord, I miss my truck and my cot. This little car and these sleeping pads, I mean, they work, but they ain't my cot. But anyways, got that turkey roosted. Got him up on the limb. Gonna be a mind game in the morning because that timber is so flipping open. And I don't want to get seen. He's right around a roll in the ridge. I'm thinking about keeping that roll between us and just hoping he comes my way when he flies down. But you know how I am. I also want to daggone kick my boots off and slide in there 50 yards from him and uphill and be looking at him when it breaks daylight. But one thing I do know is we will be getting a very early start because it is extremely open and extremely loud getting in there. So it'll be a inch by inch process. So not to mention we got quite a ways to go up and down a nasty ravine and whatnot. So anyways, that's the plan for in the mornings. I'm going to getting close to that joke and keeping our fingers crossed. And Lord, please let us get ourselves an opening day Indiana longbeard. Be great. So good night, folks. Good morning. Top of the morning to you. It is it's cold. Not real cold. Like I wasn't expecting it to be this cold. But we bundled up. We slept right here at the pool office last night, so we didn't have to go far. But we're all suited up and fixing to start climbing and got a fair little piece to get in there, but most importantly we can get an early start because it's going to be really loud. Those leaves are unforgiving and yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's get it started in Indiana. We're about 3/4 the way up. Just a little bit further from where we wanted to be. I tried to climb the steepest part of this mountainside because I thought it would be quieter. Because a lot of times the leaves will slide down the side of the steepest part of the mountain. Or what I saw yesterday, but that hadn't been the case. Oh man, I sound like a herd of bulls coming up through here, but we gotta keep going. Man, I hope I don't bump this stuff. We sat back from him about 100 yards because these woods are so open. I was afraid if he woke up, he'd be able to look down on us and then eventually pick us out with the cameras and stuff. That and the woods were so extremely loud. But we're all set up. I think we're about 100 yards from him. We're right at the mouth of this steep hollow that I'm hoping he pitches uphill into this little finger that runs down the front of it. The top of it's about 50 yards, best I can tell. And as long as it doesn't fly and go straight downhill, we should be okay.
issue. Man, he's burning it up. The only issue I have with this setup is this tree. Right there. But I had to get this tree because it's the only one to give us a little bit of cover. I'm just gonna prop my gun on it and pick which side he comes, if he goes left or right of it. Get my gun on whichever side of the tree that he's gonna be on.
That's about a perfect roost hunt. That's about as pretty as a roost hunt gets right there. Thank you, Jesus. We'll get him before he falls down the mountain. You win some, you lose most of them. But it sure is fun when you win. Lord, he's got big old spurs too. Big old turkey. Big old flipping turkey. That's an 1.25 spur. Man, what a beautiful, beautiful place to kill a turkey. Sometimes you just need to shut up, soak it all in. What a beautiful turkey. Mountaintop right over this big old valley. I've had some shots echoed through valleys in the past, but I don't know if I've ever had a shot echo for as loud and as long as that one did. And not that it makes a hill of beans, but he's a flipping giant turkey. And a little bit about the setup. I basically dropped a pin on the elevation I thought he was at, the contour that I thought he was at. And as you can see here, let me show y'all. How about this too, by the way? And these wide open woods, y'all can see how wide open they are. I got on this big old tree that had this old laid over one right here beside it. And it had these sticks right there beside it. And I brought me a second North Mountain leafy jacket. And I hung that joker up in front of me on that stick. Worked out pretty good. I was just trying to find something to break me up, you know. When you're dealing with woods this wide open, I mean, you can see 200 yards through these woods. But anyways, I followed that contour. I had him one line down below me here. And the hillside rolled around like so. And I saw this ravine here come up. And I could see this is a lot more gradual. Right there. right here where you see that edge, it drops off pretty sheer. Not sheer, that's what I climbed up, but it's pretty doggone steep. So my thinking is he was roosted right over here, basically just right around this knob from me. I didn't want to sneak in so close that he could have all morning to stare at me in these wide open woods. So I got to where that knob just rolled over, and then he was just on the other side of it, so that he couldn't see me, but I was as close as I could get without him seeing me. And I felt like he was gonna come to the top side to get around the head of that ravine or drain or whatever you want to call it right there. I clucked to him a little bit just so he didn't do nothing crazy. I knew I could because I was way out of his eyesight. He gobbled. That old log right there was 42 yards. He was there. He pitched into my side on the opposite. I heard him walking. It wasn't no time. He showed up right beside this white tree right at the end of that log. And then he walked to the left. And I killed him right there. Probably like 40 yards. I'm not right often, but buddy, I was right today. I was real right. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but it's gonna be more than a minute. There is nothing quite like the taste of a fine rolled Swisher for breakfast. I mean, before the sun even comes up. I mean, they're just what the doctor ordered. Heard it keeps the doctor away. A Swisher a day will keep the doctor away. That's what they say. I don't think they say that, but they should say that. I like them better than an apple. We gonna have this one this morning because of this fine feller here beside us. And look what a feller he is. I mean, he's got I don't know how much he weighs, but I may have to risk the COVID virus and go to Walmart and buy me a scale to weigh this bad boy. But he's got a doggone beard. See that thing? Sucker looks like Courtney's ponytail. Sucker must be a foot long. Hook spurs. Not really hook spurs, but they're long spurs. I'd say 1.25 inches on one of them. Maybe in fuzz better, I don't know. I ain't measured one in so long that dang airplane to get out of here. It's ruining my spring symphony I have been listening to here for the last 30 or so minutes. We got geese honking down here. I've got woodpeckers going crazy. It sounds like I got some little wrens or something right here above me. Wrens, finch, wherever they are. Chickadees. I got that one old boy hollering way over in the distance there.